Hello, pandas and other scrap enthusiasts. Today, I need to get this junk out of the truck. It's gotta go. Let's take it to the scrapyard. I don't actually know what's in here because we loaded it all up at once and it's too buried in steel to really figure it all out. So, honestly, I'm as in the dark as you are. We're gonna go find out together. Let's haul it in, see what we get. Alrighty, now I'm gonna try and be fast because, to be completely honest, the batteries are not cooperating. So I'm pretty sure, I've already ordered new ones, but I'm pretty sure this is going to die. So there will be a part where I have to show you what's left once we get home and I get them charged back up. But despite all that, we're still gonna do our best. Oh. We got this. Out. That thing out. And this one I know. Oh, wait. I don't know if this even has a motor. I assume it probably does, but I don't see one. So, out. Oh, I fell. And that's aluminum. That's aluminum, and that's aluminum. And that can all go. For now, aluminum goes in there. This one's actually kind of cool, but it's still gonna go. Let's execute. Big stainless bowl. Muffin trays. I could actually use those. Oh, that's glass. Why did I take that? Probably copper. Okay, alright, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna keep those actually. Those are cute. And you know what? The whole box. It's officially my aluminum box now. I don't see anything else in there. It's a keeps box. That one's aluminum, that one's aluminum. Dang! Let's keep going. I think this is probably aluminum. I guess I better move my aluminum. There. Out you go. Out you go. Okay. Nothing terribly remarkable in there. There's part of me that wants to keep this bed frame, you know, for flowers in the garden. Call it a flower bed. Wouldn't that'd be pretty cute, right? You feel me? It's got a parrot on it. Ah. That's the kind of goofy jokes my grandmother would appreciate. Alright, out you go. That can go. Crap. Come back! This one I'm not too sure about. Nice, we're keeping that. These ones I'm fairly sure about. Yep, those are gone. Cookie sheets, they're actually not bad. Do they stack? Kinda. Yeah, I might actually keep those, because my cookie sheets suck. Out you go. You can go. That can go. That can go. Can go. That can go. That one's aluminum. These ones, huh? Nah. All right. We'll do these in a second. These actually look pretty good. We'll keep those. We'll keep those ones. That one. Done. All done. All done. Springform pen. Yeah, it's too grungy. Bye. Okay, I've reached my limit for cookie sheets. That one can go. Those ones can go. Those are aluminum as well. That one's done. That one's done. And I already know this one's aluminum. So, in you go. Bathtub. Out. Stop. Okay, so keeping that. Those are aluminum. 100%. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Ah. Why is this not moving? doesn't matter. Okay. I stuffed all of these in here, but I am gonna grab a couple of them, and then the rest. There you go. Out, out, out. Whatever. So that's all aluminum. Confirmed. That's aluminum. And that is aluminum. We're ready to go home and clean those up. What about the rest of this? Aluminum. This stuff, I don't see anything important, but we'll go through it at home. There's a bunch of wire, bunch of copper, steel, copper, steel, steel. Steel, steel. Steel. Copper. Little pasta roller, keep that. So that's just steel. Okay. Okay. We're getting through it. And then this one I also wasn't sure about. So that's why we're here. Keeps. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. One's a. It's cute, but it's a no. Yes. 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 I can tell right away that's a yes. That's a yes. That's a yes. One's a. We'll check the handle. All right. Beautiful. Flawless victory. Let's go.
Now, before we came home, I tried to record this, but it didn't quite work out. A friend had some scraps at his shop for us to pick up. I'm pretty sure it was all just steel. Still nice to get, though.
All right, so now I gotta unload all the stuff that needs extra credit, and I'm gonna load up all the steel that's gotta go. We're gonna spend some time on this. That's probably what this video is going to be, is largely a processing video. Because I want to go through all this stuff with you guys. But I kind of forgot, I told a friend I'd help her move. And the big part of the reason why I'm useful, at least in that specific regard, is the fact that I can bring a truck. Although I just discovered this. Aha! I didn't realize this car door had extruded aluminum crossbar involved. I certainly would have preferred to do this run after processing all that junk, but we only have so much control. Just gonna make some money. You know, it's wild sometimes, the kind of carelessness I see. Just things I would not do. Like, look here. This one's a nice one. This one's an old one. So we got two of those, and then down there, we got a bunch of copper right there. Like, I would not be leaving. Those are like $5 each on those cords, and then another like $3. Yeah, it's like 10 to 15 bucks worth of copper sitting right there. Silly.
And now we've got these all piled up. To be honest, they've been here for a little while. The recording of this episode was a little split, but don't worry about that. Yeah, fair few of these. Now, this may be a little unsettling when you see the... Don't worry about it. I did that adorable thing where I forgot to turn on the microphone. But I'm not apologizing because you know what? The only reason it happens is because I cannot accept just camera audio. We need to do better. You guys deserve better. So that's why you're listening to my voice as a voiceover. I do it for you. Anyway, this pile of stuff here, we're just going to use a lot of it is very similar, so we're going to use the tried and true testing methods. That's going to be the magnet, and you saw me separate a little bit of aluminum and stainless steel, and of course, the spark test, the grinder. I'm not too worried because a lot of that wasn't that interesting, and it was a really long piece of footage, so you know what? Mixed blessing. But look at all this fun stuff. Thankfully, we kind of went over my plan with a lot of these things when we were unloading the truck in the first place, so there wasn't actually much lost there. But here we have a nice little pile of copper to add to the stash. And a few more pieces from over in the corner. I think that's everything of this type. So some of those are pretty obviously aluminum. And these two trays, I wasn't sure, but I decided to keep them because I don't really have serving trays. And then magnet test to see if anything else in here is steel. And some pieces were, but thankfully most of them were not. Now experienced scrappers will already know this, but this stuff is not silver. None of this is going to be silver. I mean, it looks like it's silver, and that's because that's a silver plating, but it is not. There is not much silver plating on there. It is possible that some of these could be 925 sterling silver, but if there are any, we'll find them pretty easily with our standard testing methods. A lot of them actually ended up being brass, which is what these things usually are, silver-plated brass or silver-plated copper. And after sorting them, I have a pretty decent stack of copper pieces to add to the stash. And then these are all brass, but I separated them because I thought I might want to use them inside. And I actually found homes for all of them. I replaced this bowl, which used to be a fruit bowl for me, but it never really worked that good, which turned out to be copper. And then this, we're not going to put the time into this. This is going in as dirty aluminum, and I'm not going to think about it again. This sprinkler, I don't know, might actually be a good one that still works, but we took it apart and got some decent pieces of aluminum. It was not very difficult to take apart. That chunk ended up being nice, clean, cast aluminum. I spent a little more time on it because the end there, the hose attachment part, actually was brass, and so was the little filter nozzle inlet thing. So got some brass, got some aluminum. And now these ones I was a tad flummoxed because they look and feel like Every test I did seemed to be telling me these were brass, but they're not brass color, they're a silver color. I even tried some silver test acid, but that came up negative. So after doing some research, I concluded that these are probably cupro nickel or nickel silver, which is actually really similar to brass, 60% copper with some nickel and zinc. That just ends up being a silver color. I threw them in the brass bucket. And then the silverware. And yes, I was optimistic that maybe there might be some 925 in here, but I went through with a magnet to pull out all of the basic steel stuff and ended up with most of it just going in the steel bin, and then all the non-magnetic ones are going in stainless steel. If this is me coming back right after a unintentional narration sequence, thanks for your patience and understanding. Okay, so there's still a whole bunch of stuff over here. Let's start with this. So I've long since given up saving aluminum pie trays because the weight just does not add up. We got an aluminum roasting pan. Now we got a shovel, which is totally destroyed. Alright. More aluminum. That looks just about perfect. So you've got this one transformer that simply would not cooperate. And now that we've got a nice looking bed of coals, there we go. I'm not suggesting that's the right way or anything, because it certainly isn't. And the idea of like burning wire to like clean off the insulation or anything like that is awful. But that it's just like paper and some glue, and I think it'll really help loosen up those sheets of copper. I didn't want to do it because they are sheets of copper, and that's going to discolor them and make them gross. But ourselves a nice looking BBQ. Kind of, not really. It's missing the inlet, which is actually a good thing for me. Because here I was thinking it was a charcoal barbecue and that was going to make me want to save it. But it's not. I can just trash it and I don't even have to feel bad about it. And now I've got this handy dandy container for cast aluminum. Neat. Alright, now we have this heap of junk. Oh gosh. Pans will also all be aluminum. I don't know what that is. That's very strange. Looks like mineral deposits from just water. This one. It's actually a good piece of cast, so that's a little different. Nice piece of cast aluminum. Some junk aluminum. Also aluminum. It was all aluminum. These loaf pans I'm actually going to keep. Flatten those out. It's kind of nostalgic. And then we got to test these. And I don't understand. Somebody spray painted this copper color
really badly. And someone spray painted this silver. And it's brass. So that's brass. And that's copper. Let's go, team! And these right here, these I'm actually keeping. They look terrible, but they're actually in really good shape. So, trimmers. There's this one. That works. This thing. And hey, why not? We'll do this one too. Okay. Doorknobs, I actually want to do a little video experiment with those. See some bits of steel. I think this is stainless. Huh. Well, I still think it's stainless, but it's magnetic. These are a couple of bits and pieces left over from Transformers. Now give me a sec, I'm actually going to try and match these up and save them, because they end up being useful. Alright, so these connectors should all be plated copper. And what do we have here? A right angle USB connector. That's kind of cool. Stash those somewhere for now. 2 of these. So everything that's left goes in as brass. Sweet. Leaves us with this. This was my percolator. I just don't use it. It's kind of broken. And I got it for free back in the day. All of that stainless. There's a big thingy down in there. Ugh. That's not even brass. Oh, whatever. Dirty aluminum, stainless. Alright, got the safety glasses because it looks like we gotta get some broken glass off of here. And hopefully everything goes according to plan. Yo! I did not know the screen glass was attached with magnets. That is cool! Does it come out now? Ooh, yes! Alright. Do we do this first? %. This is what I'm looking for. There it is. It's not a lot of gold, but it is gold. Someday I'll do gold recovery. Okay, so that's the power board. I am not trying to save anything in here.
hinge, and a foot. Cool. Apple's proprietary blend of aircraft-grade aluminum. I bet this is really good to cast down. That's beautiful. Well, that was a lot of heckin' work. Nice piece of aluminum though. Some wires. Not many. I'm pretty sure that wasn't a computer, that was just the monitor. Alright, now this is the part. This is the part I've been looking forward to. This box right here. It doesn't look like much. And that's okay because it's not much. But there is a reason. This right here. Free underpants. My free thermal. I don't know if you guys remember when I found these, but I don't love what happened there because I don't think the person who owned that stuff wanted to throw it out. And I don't think it was one of the people working on the job site either. I think it was probably somebody's day pack. They probably got like a Walmart gift card and just bought themselves some new underwear and a thermal because they needed both. I forgot there was another one of these. I'm just definitely seeing these, so I'm just going to do this real quick. I did the thing. And this stuff, maybe I'll strip out, maybe I won't. But regardless of what I choose, it's its own category. Do I care about this? No, I really, really don't. I got these, and then there's these. Copper. That's also just steel. So, with these. These I've been waiting for such a long time. These right here, and I will explain why. See, Brian, a friend of the channel down in Atlanta, sent a small package over. He sent over a pair of tools that he, I suppose, was surprised I didn't have yet, but I didn't really know, I don't know a whole lot about these things. And he also sent a really lovely letter, which included instructions on these, as well as some really, some advice that I really appreciated. See, I was talking about how overwhelmed I had been feeling because it just felt like there was a million different things to do. And I think it always does. That's kind of just adult life. And I think he's got a little more experience than I do with that sort of thing. And his advice, which I hope it's okay to share because I thought it sounded fantastic and I think it could be useful for others, was simply, now I'm paraphrasing and he said it better, but to not look too far down the road, right? And because you can do that when there's a time to do that, but when you're feeling like you couldn't possibly get everything done and there's just way too much to be able to handle, it works best to think in the smallest possible steps. It's a lovely letter. I'm not going to share all of it or read it verbatim, but that was the advice. And so far, I've had a couple opportunities to put that into practice, and it seems to be working. So that was a nice thing, and I'm glad to be able to share it. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Let's give these things a try. So we start with this, the pipe cutter, and I think his suggestion was get it as close as possible. Now it's cold, so this pipe is pretty stiff. Wow. That does go through like butter. Nice. I see why this is challenging. It's a double layer, but that still went through super good. Oh, this one's gonna be dumb like that. Okay, it may not work on these tiny ones because I can't quite get it in there. We're gonna give it a try with this one. Yeah, that goes through nice and easy. Oh yeah. Just gonna do another one on the other side. Okay, that works great, and I didn't lose any copper. Let's try another one. Oh yeah, that was buttery smooth. That's on me for not following instructions. Let's see how quickly I can handle this one. These ones with the harder plastic elbows and T-connectors are a little more annoying. You can certainly handle it. Well, this thing works great. All right. That's a good handful of copper. That's not bad. And this set is small enough. These can go in the everyday carry. These can come in the kit. I can bring them along and chop these things down in the field, as it were. I'm not gonna say it's faster. You know, it does take a little bit of hand strength, which is probably good for you. But more importantly, it's a lot less dirty, and it doesn't involve inhaling any burning plastic, which was always the worst part of it, chopping through these things. So, thank you, Brian. I really appreciate that. That is a great addition, and I will probably use it forever now. And I'll also use the advice, because life sure can be adulty sometimes. That is, I think that's all we're going to do on this one. Apologies about the microphone situation. It's whatever. I'm going to wrap this one up quick. And I have another heap. We're going to do more of the same on the next video, so we can check on our bun in the oven and see how that turned out. So that'll be for next time. Thanks for hanging out. I always appreciate having you here, and we will be out there doing more treasure hunting soon. But until then, I appreciate your patience. See you on the next one. Leave it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.